Have now 1991 Oldsmobile Cutlass Calais with tilt wheel, cruise control, AM/FM stereo, rear defoggers, automatic transmissions, and air conditioning for $99.88. Your choice, a 91 or a 90 at Stackhouse today.
College in Sports City is pleased to announce their 68th anniversary free boat show, Monday, February 18th through Saturday, the 23rd. Why be trapped at home for another summer of?
Wonder what we can do today.
Get up. Let's go to College in Sports City's free boat show. It's fun for the whole family. I'm Dan Callajanan. Allow us to provide your very own endless vacation in a boat. Enjoyed by all this summer, as well as every summer to come. You will find the perfect boat at a super sale price. Remember, College in Sports City is located between Moraine State Park and Newcastle on Route 422.
You love someone with a drinking or drug problem. So do I. I have been through the same helplessness, despair, and anger as you. You're not alone. There's help. There's Glen Bay. Glen Bay specializes in treating drinking or drug problems, but you have to take the first step for someone else and for yourself. Call Glen Bay.
Take the first step to wellness. Call Glen Bay.
2 months ago, YSU trustees shook the campus by announcing a tuition hike that reaches 31.5% for some students, effective this summer.
But because the hike affects mostly full-timers, the student government has been working on a way to spread the cost around. And late this afternoon, their proposal for equity went to the trustees' budget committee.
The bottom line is that student government feels that there should be an equity of the distribution of who bears the burden of the tuition increase, and that's what we're going for. Under the current system that the trustees have implemented, there is a small percentage of the students paying a large percentage of the tuition increase.
The budget committee will take the proposal under advisement. Any policy change would have to be passed by the trustees. Rail workers along the Pennsylvania and Lake Erie lines struck today. Union leader Rick Keenan says 4 years of trying to save jobs fell through when talks in Pittsburgh broke down yesterday. Keenan says the Chessie system has an offer to buy the P&LE main line, but employees were given no guarantees of job security.
We're looking for the CSX, the P&LE management, and the creditors to do something to help our people. There are millions of dollars exchanging hands. The CSX is looking to purchase the main line. They filed with the ICC, but there's no protection for the employees it adversely affects.
Pickets were posted in Struthers this morning, and talks could resume anytime.
Don Guthrie's back with a complete forecast in just a moment.
Your Penn, Ohio Ford dealers announced the lowest finance rate yet on the all-new 1991 Ford Escort. Not 12%, not 9%, not 6%, but 3% financing for up to 48 months. That's 3% financing or cash back from Ford on the all-new 1991 Ford Escort. But hurry, 3% financing ends February 28th. Another reason to see your Penn, Ohio Ford dealer.
Feel good about it. Feel good about it.
Seems like yesterday. Two newlyweds spent their honeymoon in town. Today, they're planning a second one, a trip around the world. Because before their first wedding present was opened, they opened a savings account at First Federal of Youngstown. And for years, we've helped them plan for and expect the best.
Before you know it, the moment is gone.
First Federal of Youngstown.
Greater selection than any other furniture store. Actual markdowns up to 60% off. And you can buy now with no money down. It's the super sale at Value City Furniture. Decorator Krahler sofas starting $277. Two-piece sectionals, your choice, $798. Four-piece bedroom starting $398. Nine-piece dining room only $777. Our stores are loaded with fantastic buyout. The super sale now at Value City Furniture.
Exclusive, the story Prince didn't want told.
Prince is upset with me during the interview.
The superstar's father and sister revealed the secret life of the rock and roll legend, his bizarre phobias, and the surprising truth about the secret genius behind some of his million-dollar hits. How charming, Prince Rogers Nelson.
Thursday night at 7 here on TV 27.
Well, a brisk winter day today, but ooh, tomorrow, much better day coming.
Well, finally, the sunshine breaks through this afternoon, and we're going to hope to see even more sunshine tomorrow. The possibility does exist, however, of a few clouds around the Newswatch area tonight, in part due to a little bit of a front that might sag over top of us sometime between now and daybreak. Maybe a few flurries because of that, but we're hoping nothing more serious than that. It is 32 right now at the airport, and speaking of that freezing temperature, some of the snow runoff on the highways has frozen out there tonight, and you are liable to find some slick spots if you do have to drive out there tonight. 36 degrees the high today, 30 the low so far today, the dew point temp 27, humidity at 82%. Right now the pressure 13 and still rising, southwesterly winds at 10 and 0.04 of an inch of precipitation at the airport. And not much has changed with that satellite picture coming in from the Middle East, with this cloud cover moving still even more slowly further to the east. Lots of clear skies over almost that entire region, and lots of 30s back here at home. Temperatures ranging from 32 to 38, lots of 30s, and we're going to drop only another degree or two in most areas before we finally top out, we hope, close to 50 degrees tomorrow. That cold front has sagged further to the south, and that's where all the rain is right now. Back home, lots of clear skies, a little bit closer look coming up for you. This center of high pressure is going to hold back this system, maybe just a few clouds over the northern portions of the state right now. You can see some of those clouds working their way south across the lake, and that's why we're saying just a slight chance of a passing flurry tonight. High pressure is still the dominant factor for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, partly to maybe mostly sunny skies, and that high pressure should finally hold firm through part of Friday anyway, until another system sags through on Friday with more clouds and a chance of flurries. So your forecast for tonight looks like this: a few clouds around, a slight risk of a passing flurry, and a low of 28. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies and warmer, close to 50 degrees tomorrow. For Friday, clouds moving in ahead of another front and cooling off a bit. Low 40s for a high, and the extended forecasts. Variable clouds on Saturday, chance of rain, low 40s on Sunday, and some sunshine on cooler temperatures on Monday. So tomorrow looks like a good one. Good day coming.
Right, huh?
If you're late for work tomorrow, you too, we know where to find you. And Jim.
We wish.
Thanks, Todd. Jim Campbell is up next with sports.
Jim has highlights from YSU's successful home finale.
Toyota couldn't be hotter. And the Camry and Celica GT savings couldn't be better. Camry, the most popular Toyota of all. Now with option package and factory incentive savings. Toyota's hot, hot, hot. Or check out Celica, Toyota's most exciting sports car. Now with option savings. Toyota's hot, hot, hot. Toyota, more for your money. It's hot, hot, hot. Toyota.
This is it, the fur sale you've been dreaming about. This is it, the sale you must see to believe. Hundreds off on magnificent jackets, strollers, coats. It's Lingenfelter Brill's biggest sale in years. Fantastic fur fashions at fantasy prices. The Can It Be True sale. This is it, now at Lingenfelter Brill. We've got your number and it's beautiful. This is it, the sale at Lingenfelter Brill, just a short drive to Alliance, Ohio.
On the next Cheers.
She's skipping the thrill rides at Sammyland for that?
In walks the love of Rebecca's life.
Oh, my God.
And he's inviting her to a big party.
Bring a date.
So, who's going to escort Cinderella to the ball, huh?
Why are you wearing a tuxedo?
Why does Superman wear a cape?
It's Super Sammy to the rescue.
Now, run your hand up my thigh.
It's a night to remember in more ways than one. On the next Cheers.
Tonight at 11:30, only here where 27 cares.
College basketball starting to wind down for our guys anyway.
It is. You're right about that. Before we get into that, there are a few people I'd like to thank for making the sportscast possible. No, we'll pass on that. We do have to get out of here. YSU tonight brought home the home portion of this season's schedule to a successful conclusion. The Penguins upended Morehead State 106-96.
This was a dogfight all the way. There were 12 lead changes and 10 ties in the first half. Andre Brown gave YSU one of its leads with a steal and stuff. He had 15 points and 8 assists. The Penguins' biggest lead of the half was 8 at 39-31 on the second of consecutive hoops by Lacey Jones, who totaled 13 points. Moorhead rallied to move in front a couple of times just before the half. It was 51-50 on a Rod Mitchell tip-in. He posted 14 of his 20 points before intermission. A free throw for YSU evened the count at 51 at the half. Tim Jackson scored 14 of the Penguins' first 26 points in the second half after going scoreless in the first 20 minutes. Jackson wound up with 21 points and 10 rebounds, moving up to 8th on YSU's all-time scoring list. The Eagles wouldn't go away. They tied it for the last time at 77 on a bucket by Brett Roberts, who had 21 points and 10 boards. Reggie Kemp then scored 8 straight points on the way to a 17-point total that puts him in 12th place in Penguin scoring history. That spurt made the difference in the game.
I just think that we were able to rebound a little bit and only allow them to have one shot at the basket. And, you know, I like to give our defense a little bit of credit for that. Because we spent so much time emphasizing the defensive end of it. So if those are the reasons, then I'm happy for those reasons.
The Penguins also shot 75% in the second half and almost 63% for the game as they posted the 106-96 victory, setting a record for most 100-point games in a season, 6. It's also their 11th win of the season, the most in 4 years.
Penguins now have 3 games left, all on the road, and that road swing will start at Towson State Saturday. Towson losing to Delaware tonight, 75-64. Ohio State had a close call at Illinois tonight, but managed to hold off the Illini and boost its Big Ten lead to 2 full games. This one was very much in doubt until the waning moments. Jamal Brown here with a somewhat controversial 3. There are those who say he was across the line, but it gave the Buckeyes a little bit of an edge. And then watch here, Jimmy Jackson, who was held to just 12 points tonight, got 2 with authority as the Buckeyes pulled away down the stretch. They had 7 free throws in the final minute. Final tally 73-64. Elsewhere on the top 25 board, where there were some upsets tonight, but Arkansas wasn't one of them. Syracuse was upended by St. John's, however, 77-72. Duke takes care of North Carolina State. Kansas surprised at Colorado, 79-71. Cincinnati shocks, that's Southern Mississippi, 86-72. Kentucky also a loser tonight at Vanderbilt, and Nebraska was smoked big time at Missouri, 91-71. LSU trimmed Mississippi, 89-78. Mississippi State was a winner over Florida, and Pitt knocked off Georgetown, 78-65. In our neck of the woods, Mount Union loses at Otterbein. Hiram was dumped by Muskingum. Westminster picked up a win over Pitt Bradford. Teal lost to Washington and Jefferson. Grove City beat Waynesburg 91-71. And in the Mid-American Conference, Kent State a winner again, this time over Central Michigan, 66-51. Miami moves into a first-place tie with idle Eastern Michigan by beating Western Michigan. OU a winner over Ball State, and Bowling Green was upended by Toledo tonight. We'll see if the Cavs crown the Kings and check in on girls basketball tournament results before we're done. Stay with us.
If you've been injured, you face a lot of problems alone.
Medical bills, lost wages, pain, and suffering.
And insurance companies that want to get away with paying as little as possible.
That's why you should call us.
We work hard to get you the compensation that you deserve.
If you've been injured, you shouldn't settle for less.
Call the law firm with experience that pays.
Harshman and Gravelis.
Consider 1991 Cadillac from Barrett. The new models feature a more powerful V8, standard anti-lock brakes, an all-new transmission system, and additional safety and luxury features, all packaged exquisitely in Cadillac's superb designs for the 90s. And now available at especially competitive Barrett prices, offered along with Barrett's unmatched customer-oriented service. Stop and see the new Cadillacs at Barrett Cadillac, the value-added dealer.
An important announcement from MoneyNet. If you have a Money Station ATM card or a Plus System ATM card, you can now use them at any MoneyNet ATM location. MoneyNet has over 70 convenient locations throughout the area. Now, you can use your Money Station or Plus System ATM card wherever you see the MoneyNet sign. MoneyNet, now more than ever, it's the ATM card people count on.
The Cavs snapped their three-game losing streak tonight. They crowned the Sacramento Kings 118 to 104. This is not unusual for the Kings on the road. They've now lost 21 in a row away from home and are 1-24 this season. Once again, Brad Doherty led the Cavs. He had 24 points and 11 rebounds. Darnell Valentine had 19 points. They did, in fact, offset that fella, Antoine Carr, who had a career-best 41. Larry Nance chipped in with a dozen. The Cavs took charge in the third quarter and went on to win this thing 118 to 104. Elsewhere in the NBA, Indiana, a bucket better than Orlando. It took an overtime to decide it. Detroit turned back Atlanta 97-89. Golden State, a winner at Minnesota, 108-105. And going into the third quarter, the Clippers, with a possible upset brewing, leading Phoenix. 7 Newswatch area teams wound up in the last high school boys basketball state ratings of the season. In Division I, Warren Harding is 10th, Howland 12th, and East Liverpool 14th. In Division II, Rayen finishes 10th and West Branch 11th. Liberty is number 2 and Springfield local number 4 in Division III. No local Division IV teams cracked those ratings. Now, plenty of girls sectional basketball in the area tonight. In Division I, Warren Harding seeded 4th. Ed Stowe 43-41, but third-seeded Howland was upset by Ravenna 37-36. In Division II play at Canfield, Beaver Local an easy winner over Cheney. Third-seeded Salem beat South. Division II at Kent Roosevelt, the number 4 seed Copley was upset, but Champion will not get a chance to advance, losing to top-seeded Crestwood. In Division III at Pymatooning Valley, opening night there, Badger beats Matthews by 10. Maplewood falls to Grand Valley. Division III at United Local, a squeaker. East Palestine edges Springfield Local 44-43. And in Division IV at Niles, the number 2 seed East Canton, an easy winner tonight. Western Reserve rolled over Lowellville. And finally, Classic Lanes turned out a classic bowling series tonight. Tony Vigorito of Youngstown posted a 752 there. One final note, an existing member of the Brown staff, Hal Hunter, who was a special assistant to head coach Bud Carson this past season, has been named their offensive line coach for Bill Belichick.
Interesting.
That's it tonight.
Jimmy. Don?
All right, looking for plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and we're hoping for something around 50 degrees or so for a high.
Let's hope it happens. Thank you, Don, and thank you for joining us.
And good night.
WKBN TV 27 Youngstown.